Back here at Northtown Center, it is game 2 of our doubleheader here, and tonight it's going to be the Williamsville East Flames and the Amherst Tigers. Once again, good evening, everybody. Alongside the famous coach Randy Schultz, I am John Karuba, and we're going to start with the Williamsville East Flames. They're coming off a 7-2 win against Hamburg on Monday night and a very good 10-6-2 overall record, and they've really been playing some good hockey.
And looking who they're going to be playing tonight as we get ready to get the player introductions here, they're going to be playing Amherst, who has an overall record of 7-8-1. And they're coming in here, and they've got nearly a 500 record, so this should be a pretty good game between these two teams.
And there's certainly firepower on both sides, Randy. And for Williamsville East, they have been playing pretty well. They had a nice 5-game unbeaten stretch going 4-0-1, and they're looking to complete the season sweep at Amherst. They beat them 3-0 back on Thursday, December the 23rd, and Nick Mendola had 2 of the goals.
And, you know, you got to look at Nick Mendola. He's got 5 goals on the season. That's it, and 7 assists for 12 points. But the guy that really leads them is Caden Cavallari, who's got 14 goals, 19 assists for 33 points. All this in just 18 games. We look across the way at Amherst, and their scoring is still spread out here a little bit, although they got a couple of big scorers on their team. You always have the Andrew Fortune, who has 20 goals, 30 points on the season in just 16 games. It's followed by Connor Biersbach, who has 10 goals, 24 assists, or 24 points on the season. So those are their 2 big scores here as they get ready for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Back here at Northtown Center again, just about set to drop the puck on the Williamsville East Flames and the Amherst Tigers. And since we have a little time before puck drop, what are some of your keys to the game, Randy, for this one?
Well, in this particular case, you've got a team like Williamsville East who's coming in with a good winning record here, 10-6-2. Again, I'm talking with the playoffs just down the road starting next week. Both teams really want to get set here for these for the playoffs and really try to end their season on an up note. Although I think both teams do have a couple of more games remaining in their schedules before the regular season ends.
As we're getting set, Amherst coming in with a record of 7-8-1 in Williamsville East, 10-6-2. It's Randy Schultz, John Karuba, WNY Athletics, and you, and let's get it going here as the puck is dropped. Amherst gains control, and we are underway. They'll push it up the left wing deep into Willie's territory from the far corner. Puck is chucked around there to the near side. Big hit there in the corner, but the Flames can't get it out. Held in by the Tigers at the left point. They'll sling it down low. Stolen back by the Flames. Long pass up the left side. Did not connect. Tigers steal it away. Flames grab it once again back behind the Tigers. Right out in front. Broken play. Save made. Now it comes to the left circle, and the Tigers with the steal. Right to left, they'll whip their way across the Willie's line on the counterattack to the near corner. A big hit there. A thundering check in the corner. Comes to the far side. It's the Flames who grab control. And another big hit. 3-on-2 here for the Flames. Working across the Amherst line. Right circle. Fires one, and that goes off a stick well wide. Right corner. Threw it out in front. No one there for the Flames to tip it home. Left point. Flames will push it down low. To the far corner. Tigers grab control. Right to left. They'll start back up the ice. Carrying on in. Working it to the left circle. Cuts in. Nice move. Backhand. And then the rebound. They put it home. Score! That all started on a wonderful rush by Aaron Como, but he couldn't finish it off. However, right across his teammate following up on the play, guns it home. 1-0 Tigers. What a start for Amherst, Randy.
Absolutely, and I really thought the initial save had been made, and then all of a sudden he comes in and swoops in and knocks that puck in the net. We have a quick 1-0 lead here, just a little over 1:11 into the first period.
And off this draw, it is the Flames who grab control. They'll whack it along, working across the Amherst line to the near corner. Puck still being tied up, digging away for it, trying to grab control. Out of the far corner, gets hammered from behind, but it comes to the left point, held in. And nice job keeping the line, but no one was there. And now the Tigers with the steal. Right to left comes Racy across the Willie's line. Stolen in the left circle. Held in right point by the Tigers. Winds in first. Save made. Rebound. Oh, and that touched the far post. Did not go in. Held in the left corner by the Tigers. Back behind the Willie's net. And he gets taken down from behind. Delayed call coming up here. And I think it's going to go on Willie's. And if that's the case, this is an absolute nightmare start for the Flames, Randy.
Yeah, all of a sudden they're digging themselves into a hole here that they don't want.
And it is. It's going to go on number 23, and that's Ryan Lilajanic, who's going to go off here. So Willie's down by 1. This is a massively important penalty kill. Even early in the game, you don't want to put yourself down by multiple goals.
And he's going off for cross-checking, and no question about it. And we'll see what happens here as Amherst goes on the power play. Their first power play of the night here, and we're at 15:10 to go here in the first period, so we haven't even started. We even got 2 minutes under the way, and we've got a lot of action going on here.
Amherst wins the drop back to the right point, across to the left point now. Tigers hold it to the center point, dropping it off right circle, setting up shop, winds it first, they made rebound, it goes in! They chip it home, and that didn't take long. 10 seconds into the power play. It's now 2-0 Amherst. And right now, Amherst is a team that's playing like they have the better record. Give them credit. They've come out. You can't ask for a better start if you're Amherst.
Absolutely not. And I'll tell you, they have come out of here flying. And not only flying scoring-wise, they've been getting in some extra hits. They've been checking. They've really taken it to this Will East team right off the bat here. We're 2 minutes into the game, and it's 2-0 already.
It's going to be Caden Cavalieri who wins the draw for Williamsville East. He'll spin it off up the right wing. Cavalieri again takes a big bump. Cavalieri plays it ahead to the right circle. Tigers feed it around to the far half wall, and now the Tigers will spin it all the way down the ice right side, and that's not going to connect on the outlet, so an icing is the call.
And right now, give credit to Amherst. They are winning the battles not only in the corner but along the boards. They're getting the quickness to the puck. And right now, Will East has got to kind of figure out what's hit him here. Early in the game, Will East is still in this. They're not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination.
Cavallari wins the draw back to the right point, stolen by Amherst. Lifts high in the air, but the Tigers grab it to the far corner. They'll zip it around. The end board stolen back by the Flames left point. Fans on a shot, try to tee it up. And now here comes 3-on-1 for Amherst. High slot, cutting in on goal, and big save made there, as that would have been a huge goal. Instead, that's a massive save in the left corner. Flames have it in their own zone, trying to regroup, already down by 2. Cavallari coast to coast, hits the Amherst line in stride, right circle, stops up, throws it in front, overskated puck, right point. Oh, fan on the shot. Amherst there to grab, but not out yet. And now finally it comes out over the line. Puck tied up in neutral ice. Tigers there to grab across the Will East line from the left circle. They'll sling it around the end boards to the far corner. Takes a bump there. Flames able to steal but can't clear from the far point. Amherst with the keep in right, so fires a shot, and that goes through the crease. Wide open cage, no one there though. Back to the left corner. It's the Tigers by the net. Throws right in front. Oh, and they almost slid in to jam home the rebound, but overskated the puck to the far corner. It's the Flames who steal it back, and finally it's Cavallari with a mad dash through center. He gets knocked to the ice, no call. Back to neutral ice, the puck comes from left to right. It's the Flames controlling it again. Lickenthal from the right circle could not control it. He'll control near corner, throws it in front. Left circle held in by the Flames. Fires from a sharp angle, save made, a rebound, another big save. And finally, Amherst able to just dive on top of that puck. And that's Bryce Page for the whistle.
And Will East now is just trying to get everything back together again here after getting hit with that tidal wave that came at them from Amherst to get that quick 2-0 lead within the first 2 minutes of the game.
Roche wins the draw for the Flames, but gives it away promptly in the far corner to the Tigers. They'll spin it up ahead, working their way. Amherst across the Will East line, weaves its way right, so throws it right in on goal. That's going to go wide, steered off to the near side half wall, and now it's cleared back out to center. Pass up the right side, stolen back by the Tigers behind their own net. They'll fling it to the far point. Now it's zipped down low left circle, comes to the high slot, but it comes back out through center. Will East from left to right side, steps ahead, cuts in right circle, fires the shot from a sharp angle. That's going to go wide of Page to the far corner. The Flames, Lickenthal going to dump it down deep to the near corner. It's the Tigers there to grab. Long pass left side, did not connect, and this will come back icing the call. Though give the Flames a little bit of credit, they have put some more pressure on since those 2 goals on the answer shift.
And basically right now, I think what they've got to do to handle this game right now is to still go back and think, okay, this game's 0-0. You're only 2 goals down, but let's just start out and let's stop them, Amherst, from scoring any more goals, and let's just keep working our way back, which is the attitude they got to have.
Off the draw comes high slot. Rose fires one that's going to go well wide. Now comes right in front, but that's swept out of there by the Tigers. Right to left, they'll make their way across the Will East line. So winds and fires, glove save made that time. Slamming the door shut was the netminder Luke Freiling, and he's got it for the whistle.
And amazingly with Amherst here, I kept saying that each one of these teams probably have a game or 2 left. Believe it or not, after this game against Will East, Amherst has 3 more games. I'll go more into that in a minute here.
Fisher wins the draw for the Tigers, gives it away in the left circle, played off a stick right point, winds and fires, goes off a skate in front, never made it on goal, and it's cleared out to center. Meanwhile, they'll play it on ahead. Flames hitting the line in stride of Amherst. Left arrow feeds it right out in front, could not get the handle on it. Tigers out of the near corner, playing it back. Amherst regains control behind their own net. That's Ferrado on his backhand, and it's pinballed back out to center. From the far side once again, Lickenthal going to push it deep into Amherst territory. From the far wing, they'll push it ahead, up the right side. Tigers across the Flames line, right circle. One-on-one gets taken into the boards. Nice defensive play by the Flames. They'll move it ahead up the left wing. And now potential 3-on-2. Flames across the Amherst line. Leslie open, he gets rubbed off the play nicely there by the Tigers. They'll wheel a pass up ahead. It's Will East on the steal. Back inside their own zone with 11:10 to go opening period. 2-0 right now our score in favor of Amherst. To the near corner. Puck still trapped deep in Williamsville's territory to the near side corner, back to the left point, and now the Flames take it away. They'll make it left to right, making their way, and that's stolen back by Amherst and cleared to center ice. Willies with from a long slapper from center ice. That's going to go well wide of the netminder Page. From the far corner, the Tigers there to grab it inside their own end, and now plays it right back behind their own net. Tigers once again receive it, and now it's given away, held in at the right point by the Flames. They'll walk their way into the right half wall, feeds it down low to the near corner, still chipping away at the puck, and now turnaround shot, sharp angle, nice save short side by Page. From the far side, it's the Tigers. They'll wheel it ahead, 2-on-1. Look out here, but Amherst could not control the handle, and so that's going to be an opportunity lost. But that was a big chance there, and instead we get a whistle.
They had a offsides on that one, and I saw that one coming as I saw the player dishing the puck off to his centerman coming up, and he was the right winger was just skating over that blue line and caused the offsides.
Cavallari to take this draw for Will East, and that is swept backwards by Amherst. They win control. From the far side, it's Como who will send it around the end boards, dishes it to the near half wall. Puck still tied up. They're working it ahead and now cleared to center. Cavallari going to work it cross ice, but that's broken up and taken away by the Tigers. Only to watch, it's the Flames who get stood up at center ice, but they'll push it deep into Amherst territory. Amherst out of the near corner. They'll push it ahead out to center, and the Flames will put it back right deep. It's the Tigers right to left, working it on ahead, up the left side. They'll push it across the Willie's blue line. From the far side, Cavallari going to tap a big hit right at center ice, Sam. We get a whistle, and it looks like we might be getting a penalty. That was a pretty big hit, and we are getting a call here against the Tigers.
I believe it's a high stick call, and the Amherst player will be going off the ice.
It's going to be number 9 for the Flames, so we'll see who this is on. But this is a big opportunity for the Flames with 9:32 to go. They're down by 2, but they're getting a power play, Randy.
That's a big thing, and right now we'll just see how good this penalty kill is for Amherst versus how good the power play is for Will East.
Big face-off coming up deep in Amherst territory to the right of the netminder Page. It's the Flames who win it to the left point. They'll zip it to the far side, working it around. Flames left circle. Now they'll control it back out high left point again. There to control it, it's Stevens. He'll play it off left circle. Winds and fires. Nice save in the butterfly that time by Page. He hangs onto it for the whistle. So they worked it around and did a nice job, but again, they cleared it out of the way for Page to make the save.
And we have a little bit of a issue here going on with the penalty
time. The clock
time.
is still stopped at 1:55.
And I don't know what they're going to do. I was just going to say it should be a 1:44. So they've got a problem here with the clock, and that's what the player in the penalty box was whacking his stick against the glass about, and he was trying to get the referee's attention on it, and he did, and the referee came over, talked to him for a second, and then now is at the bench talking with the off-ice officials here to see what we can do to get this little problem corrected.
If you're just tuning in, along with Randy Schultz, I'm John Karuba, and 9:27 to go here in the opening period. 2-0 Amherst, our score. And for the Flames, they're still trying to get this puck drop to get back to the power play as they're down by 2, but the Tigers with 2 quick goals in the blink of an eye, and right now have the 2-0 lead.
And as I was talking a minute ago about Amherst, believe it or not, after this game, they're off tomorrow. They play again Saturday against Starpoint. Then they play Sunday against St. Mary's. And believe it or not, John, they've got another game on Tuesday against Sweet Home Depew. So they've got 3 more games after this between now and next Tuesday. That's a lot of hockey to be played. And so they're going to be a busy team getting ready as they get close enough here to the playoffs and that.
Well, you want to be playing your best, and you want to be playing in a rhythm heading into the postseason. They'll certainly have that opportunity, that many games that close together.
And, of course, Will East at the opposite end of the spectrum. They're playing Amherst tonight. Their final game of the season will be against, Williamsville South.
Wow.
Do you think that one's going to be
that's going to be a big one. That's going to be a good one. But at this point in the year, they're all good ones. As it looks like they're getting the clock issues fixed now. But still, it's still not totally there, but at least they're getting there. And now they do have it under control, so play carries on. Will East wins the draw left, so turnaround shot block. Second opportunity from the point. Nice save that time by Page. Went down into the butterfly, scooped it up and get the whistle.
And it hit him in the pad, popped up. He grabbed it with his glove and just very quietly, very carefully, very calmly settled the puck down while he was on his knees and forced the faceoff to his right.
Off the draw, it is the Flames who get it. To the left side, they'll work it out high, left point for Stevens. Down low to the far corner, controlling it again, working it around left point. Stevens winds and fires, that got blocked. Never made it on goal. To the far corner, Willie staying on the puck. Now from the left point, winds and fires and falling down, but making the awkward save is Page, and he's got it for another stoppage of play.
So he's been tough in the nets here for Amherst. He's keeping his team in this game here as they've got 1:23 remaining in the penalty to kill here. Williamsville East on the power play.
As the Flames gain control out of the far corner, controlling it 1-on-3, turns and fires. Big save made. Tried to go top shelf to the far corner, held in by the Flames. From the far side, puck still tied up, and Will East gets it free. High slot, fed in front, and that's tapped just wide on the empty net. Comes to the near corner, back to the near side point, but could not control and back down the length of the rink. Meanwhile, it's Freiling out of his net for Will East. He'll leave it off. Stevens with it behind his own net with another 50 seconds to go on the man advantage, and 8:20 to go in the opening period. Amherst with a 2-0 lead. And now a giveaway here, right circle. And then a nice job there by Willies to come back to prevent that chance. But good penalty killing here on the forecheck, pressure by Amherst. Willies inside their own zone, having a hard time just trying to get out, playing to the far side. Amherst has them hemmed in. Great penalty killing by the Tigers with another 24 seconds still to kill shorthanded. Meanwhile, Willies trying again. He gets taken to the ice. A delayed call here, and Amherst is going to be 2 men short. And then for Amherst, the player got a little bit warned as he turned and fired the puck towards the Willies goaltender. As he went off, he was frustrated, but the official just kind of giving him a little bit of a warning there, Randy.
And for Amherst, that was player number 9, who happens to be Andrew Fortune. So he will take the 2-minute penalty here, and Will East will have a 2-man advantage for 15 seconds here. There's 15 seconds left in the original penalty, in addition now to the new 2-minute penalty that's going on.
So Crispin is in, as is number 9, Fortune. Big opportunity, though, Randy, as Will East wins the draw. Stevens at the right point, feeds it across, back to the high point again. Stevens winds and fires. That got blocked by a Will East player in front with another 5 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. Right point, Stevens has it again, tried to feed it cross ice. That didn't work. Left corner, tried to feed it in front. Will East now 5-on-4, comes to the mid slot. Flames stay on the puck. Now they'll push it off to the far corner. Flames on it again. Back behind the Amherst net. Still controlling. Feeds it back to the left side. Puck loose. Left point held in by the Flames. To the far corner. They'll stay on it. Left circle. Tried to play it out in front. Didn't work. Comes to the right circle. Flames on it again. Cuts it on goal. Save made to the short side. Comes to the far side. And Amherst going to clear it all the way down. Right on the goalie Freiling. Still another 1:08 to go in the penalty to Fortune. So 6:50 to go here, opening period, 2-0 Amherst. Meanwhile, it is Will East who are flying across the line, left circle, lost control of the handle, and we're going to get another call here, as it looks like there may have been a slash there. We'll see who the culprit is this time. And indeed, it is a slash. Now we're just going to see, and is it going to Amherst again? It looks like it. Yes, indeed it is. So now it's going to be a 54-second 2-man advantage, and it's going on Crispin again. So for the Tigers, you're up 2-0, but continuously taking penalties, not how you protect the lead, though, Randy.
Absolutely not. No, this is. I'm not sure. It's careless play here that they're doing, and they're getting caught on it. and it's putting them in a hole here. And again, they're up 2-0. And you keep playing with, no pun intended here, you keep playing with fire, you're going to get burnt. And they're, of course, are playing against the Flames. Sorry about that.
But no pun intended, but that's okay.
You can't keep doing that against a team like Will East. Sooner or later, you're going to.
And now it's a 4-minute penalty. On the scoreboard, it's showing 4 minutes to Crispin. With 6:41 to go here, opening period, and Amherst up by 2. And they're not going to, so it's going to be a double minor, it looks like. So a really big opportunity for the Flames to get back in this game. Off the draw, comes to the right point, but Stevens could not hold it in, and back out through center. Stevens down ice left to right for the Flames. He'll collect it again. Another 44 seconds of a 5-on-3. However, Stevens juggled the puck, putting the play offside.
And right now, I mean, Will East has got to be patient. They've just got to be patient in setting up these plays, and that they've got a 2-man advantage. They need to take advantage of that situation.
And again in the neutral zone draw, Amherst wins it now, gives it away. Left circle held in by the Flames. They'll control. Back to Stevens at the center point. He'll wind and fire, whistles it wide. Now comes left corner, try to bank it in. That's turned away to the near corner. Flames stay on the puck. Back to the right point for Stevens. Now out high. Left circle fires a shot, and it was down low to the ice, but Page getting across is there and makes the save on a tight angle.
Page is playing solid in goal, but right now, I see Amherst. They're playing a very aggressive style of penalty kill, and again, that can burn you too if you play a little too aggressively here and leave any of the other players opened on the ice for Will East.
Cavallari wins the draw for Will East. He'll play it back for Stevens. Right point, feeds it cross ice. Now feeds it right circle, fires one, save made. Rebound, loose in the high slot. And out stolen back, and look out. Short-handed breakaway, in on goal, cuts in, save made that time by Freiling. And now in the far corner, it's held. Meanwhile, one of the penalized players back for the Tigers, 5-on-4. Will East, Cavallari across the Amherst line. Cavallari at the right point. Feeds it to the right circle, fires one right on, turned down, comes to the near corner, and it's the Flames on it again. They control now, backhand right in on goal, save made, in tight. They keep whacking away at it, and finally, Page has it, and they get the whistle. And with 2:44 to go on this second power play right now, Will East getting some chances, they just can't convert.
That was Zach Jacobson just making that drive to the net, and that's a gutsy thing to do right there, to drive right into the net. But he had his teammates coming right along with him, so they were looking to try and get some kind of a shot off and then a rebound, but that just did not happen.
Face-off coming up deep in Amherst territory. Tigers win the draw, played to the line, and finally gets it out to center ice. Will East from left to right. They'll make their way back across the Amherst line, and they'll golf it down deep. Far corner of the Amherst zone. Tigers there to grab, given away. Left circle, comes to the high slot, but the Tigers are there, and they'll make their way to center. Pass ahead, it's Como. Right in on the goalie, Freiling, who will spin it off back behind his own net. Controlling it there, Lichtenthal. He'll play it up the far side, working their way through neutral ice. It's the Flames. Roche gets back checked, and the Tigers send it right back down the length of the rink again. Controlling it, Lichtenthal behind his own net. He'll whip it ahead up the near side. They'll chip it out through center. Flames able to grab it again, whipping their way across the Amherst line right point. Stops up, fires a shot, save made, rebound, another chance, and that's deflected away. Tried to throw it out in front, didn't work. Left circle, turns and fires, save made, goalie down, still jamming away, and finally we get another whistle here. And if you're Will East, you still got another minute 40 on the power play, but absolutely disgusted right now. They keep getting the chances. They just can't get it across that goal line.
I think Jack Stanfield, who was back at the point and got that shot off, I think he kind of showed the frustrations. He was holding his hands to his head after that little skirmish around the net there, and just couldn't believe they didn't have a goal.
Cavallari wins the draw for Will East, back to the left point. He'll sift it off left circle, fed down low, sharp angle shot, turned away. Second chance, they tried to whack it in, still wouldn't go. Stevens now plays it across the Cavallari out of the near corner. Now right circle, wants it for score! Bullseye as he hits the corner, top shelf, drills it home, and with 4:01 to go in the opening period, that's the goal Will East needed. It's now Amherst 2, Flames 1, a power play goal, and like we said, the undisciplined finally burned the Tigers there, Andy.
And Peter Nostrand with the goal for Will East on that one. That is his 9th goal of the season, his 24th point. And not bad for 18 games here. But, boy, he let a quick shot off, and he was not about to miss. And when you're in that butterfly, you go down. That right spot was wide open, and he picked it clean, got the goal.
That's an important one, though. It's now just a 2-1 Amherst lead. So after the dominant start, the Flames right back in it. Will East wins the draw. They'll spin it ahead, controlling it across the Amherst line, right circle. Big hit there in the near corner. Puck still jamming free, and now they throw it in front. Did not connect. And the Amherst trying, but they're hemmed in their own end from the near corner. Now it's stolen back by the Tigers as we're finally back to full strength, by the way, after that goal. Tigers pushing it out the center. Willie steals it, steers a long pass right side, did not connect. There, grab behind his own net. Number 24, Charles Simon for the Tigers. He'll whip it ahead out the center. Pass to the right wing, fires one right circle, got blocked. It's the Flames there to grab, and chipped it in! All of a sudden from the far corner, they set it up in front, and it found the back of the net, and that one came almost basically out of nowhere, Randy, and with 3:23 to go in the first, that's how you answer. It's back to a 3-1 lead for the Tigers.
Unbelievable. And, you know, it sounds so simple, but I've always said, you shoot the puck at the net, and strange things can happen, and usually one of them is a very good thing, and that was a goal. And that one was one of those where you fire it from what looked to be an impossible angle, and it gets tipped into the net or deflected into the net, and you have a 3-1 game.
Good things happen when you put it on net, as Will East wins the draw. Puck broken up, and now the Flames send it back up the right wing. Did not connect. It's the Tigers with the steal. And now they have it back behind their own net, playing it right up the middle, stolen back in the right half circle. Played to the line now. Stevens turns and fires. Nice save there. Top shelf from the far side. Amherst whacks it along, and now they get it out the center. Stevens brings it right back in. Oh, nice move for Will East. Stevens right there, fires one from a sharp angle. Page with the save for the whistle.
Wow. This is just not something I would have expected, and really, especially on the fact that Amherst had just about killed off all their penalties except for that one final double minor. They ended up killing off everything except that, and they were up 2-1, and now they got a quick 3-1 lead.
Cavalieri wins the draw, plays a high slot, but stolen away by the Tigers from the far side. They'll send it deep. Freiling out of his net, he'll play it off to the near corner from a sharp angle. Tigers grab control of the puck. Now they lose it to the Flames. They'll play it ahead out through center, left to right. Here comes Willie's flying down across the Amherst line, controlling it there. Now he stops up, tried to throw it to the near circle, but the Tigers steal it back. Long pass up the left side, big hit at center ice delivered by the Flames. Willie's back behind the Williamsville net. They'll play it up the far wing, deflected, race for the puck, and now it's the Amherst goalie Page coming way out of his net, and that was a big play. Gets it off to Como, working his way across the Will East line right there. However, he did so offside. But end-to-end action here, Randy. We thought how this game would top the other one. Right now, it's pretty close, pretty entertaining.
It definitely is entertaining. There's no doubt about that. The team that you really thought might dominate this game a little bit in the Will East team is now trailing by 2 over Amherst, and Amherst has just shown a lot of spirit here tonight. They are really playing a gutsy game, and they're getting some good breaks. They're getting some good bounces, and they had themselves a 2-goal lead with 2:07 remaining here in the first period.
As it's going to be Teddy Tresco to take this draw for the Tigers. And now the Will East player going to be thrown out.
Both of them.
The hee-ho. Both of them now. And so it's Amherst, though, who wins the draw. Plays it right up the middle of the ice, up the left side. And they'll dump it right in on Freiley, who saw that there was a Tiger coming right for him. And Freiley does the smart thing and just covers up.
Yep, he had a couple of players coming right at him. One coming right at him, and the other one had just passed by. So he just decided, figuring that, hey, let's just settle this thing down and let's get a face-off. And this face-off is coming outside the blue line at the red circle.
Face off again in neutral territory, and yet again we have another toss out on the face-off, but play carries on as Willie wins the draw inside their own zone near side. Inside, 2 minutes to play, opening period, 3-1 Amherst. Willie Switzer fires one right in on the goalie page, but he will come across and make the save for the stoppage of play.
Right now, it's easier said than done from where I'm sitting here, but Willie's has got to settle down here a little bit, try to set up some plays, get a couple more players down here around the net so that they can get another good shot on goal and get a good scoring attempt.
Willie's tried to throw it out in front from the near corner, stolen back by Amherst, and that's played out to center ice. Willie's there to grab. They'll drop it back inside their own zone from the far side. Now they'll gun it ahead, held in at the right point, stolen back by the Flames. They'll make their way, whipping across the Amherst line, got back checked, back out to center, and once more the Flames throw it back down deep. Tigers grab it again with 1:20 to go here in the opening period. Amherst by 2. They're flying across the Will East line in the right circle. Controls right corner. Now they'll spin it off to the near half wall. Back to the left point. They'll zip it down low left circle. Now working it back out high, and it's finally cleared, and a pass down the right side did not connect. Amherst there to grab with inside 1 minute to go here opening period. 3-1 our score. Meanwhile, it's the Tigers hitting the Will East line in stride out of the far corner. Stops off one-on-one. Gets tied up there. Hog-tied by the Flames, who finally grab control. Stevens plays it to the near half wall. Tigers take it back again behind the Will East cage to the far corner. They control it again. It's the Tigers try to throw it right out in front. Nice play by Will East. Finally clear it. Pass up the left side. Flames across the Amherst line. Gets stood up there along the far half wall. 24 seconds to play. Opening period. Amherst by 2. Will East able to grab it again, but gets back checked to neutral ice. It's the Tigers who take a bump, but they push it down deep into the near side corner. Will East there to grab, and a big hit there deep in Will East territory with 8 seconds to go, opening period. Still digging away. I try to throw it in front. Save me, loose, and did they chip it home? No, they just put it wide as time expires, and they almost had what could have been a big knockout blow. Instead puts it wide, and that's how the opening period comes to an end. 3, and should I say very nearly 4-1 Amherst after one. Randy, how about that?
Unbelievable, John. You know, they tell you, you played the full 17 minutes. This was down to the last 3-4 seconds, and I kept thinking, wow, Amherst is really swarming down here, and they ended up getting a great scoring chance and just could not put it away.
And I'm sure Williamsville East and their head coach is going to have some things to say to his players as we get to the second. And I'm sure Amherst as well. But Amherst does have the 2-goal lead. So we will step aside. First intermission, our score after 1. It is the Amherst Tigers 3 and the Williamsville East Flames 1. You are watching doubleheader of high school hockey right here on WNY Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Does he do car? Forget about it. How about home? Forget about it. Does he get good rates? Forget about it. And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy? Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYimmediatecare.com for more information.
Does he do car? Forget about it. How about home? Forget about it. Does he get good rates? Forget about it. And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy? Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Back here at Northtown Center, getting ready for the second period. And Randy, I got to tell you, after that first, it's going to be interesting to see how the second matches up with it, because Amherst with a 3-1 lead, but we had all sorts of action in that first period.
Well, you know, I want to see how Will East is going to respond here. That's the key. I mean, they're coming in here with the winning record. They're coming in with some big wins. And wow, did they just come out? I don't know if it was just flat, whatever. Amherst got some good breaks. They got some great scoring chances. They managed to escape almost unscathed with 3 consecutive minor penalties. In fact, one was a double minor. And they ended up giving up a goal in that. But then they come back like less than 2 minutes later, and they score the goal that puts them 2 up again. So this is going to be an interesting game. I'm going to be interested to see how Will East responds here in this second period and how they come out here flying. They've got to come out flying, and they've got to put some pressure on Amherst right away to at least get a goal here to cut that margin down to 1.
Now, for the one thing you could say about Amherst is they got to stay out of the penalty box also. They took a lot. Now, they did a good job killing off all but one, but the reason Will East has their 1 goal is because it was on a power play.
Absolutely. Good point, and that's the one big thing. And like I say, they had that march to the penalty box going on during that middle part of the period, and it's actually one of those things that you try to avoid, but no. We're going to see how this is going to go, and we are just a couple of seconds away from the face-off here to start the second period. Back over to you, John.
And it's Cavallari who wins the draw for the Flames, but Jason Gray on the steal for the Tigers. Far side, drops left circle, Will East zone. He'll control it back behind the net, feeds it across, try to sneak it in, and then another chance save made to the far side of the crease, and finally Freiling just jumped on top of it. That was kind of a creative play. They were trying to sneak it in to that far side of the net, but instead it's a whistle.
And they're always trying to do, that's not a bad thing to do, to see how close that goalie is watching the play and how close he's guarding that net.
Gray wins the drop back to the left point. That shot got blocked, and now they're going to fight for the puck down the far side. Controlling it is Como for Amherst inside his own zone. Left to right down the ice, but they're still hemmed in their own end. Now they'll feather a pass along, held in by Cavallari for Will East. Played right circle, fires wrister, save made, rebound. Oh, he hit the side of the net. And now a second opportunity, tried to bank in, that didn't go. Back to the left point, they'll wind and fire, that goes wide. Whistle to the right point, meanwhile delayed call coming up again against Amherst. And from the right corner, Como touches up, and they're doing exactly what we said not to do. Another penalty, but 2 golden opportunities for Will East there, but at least they get a power play.
Well, it seems like when Amherst really starts getting pressure put on, that's when it seems like the penalty comes. And right now, we've got a player in the net here.
Jack Carney, it looks like, number 3, with a hit to the head.
And we'll see whether or not he gets 2
and
minutes.
It's a 5-minute.
Wow.
5-minute penalty here against Carney. So the Amherst already has had a double minor, and now they have a 5-minute penalty.
They've had a couple of minors, a double minor,
and now a 5-minute.
Now they got a 5-minute. Wow, that's
this is not staying disciplined. With 16:22 to go in the second, and even though Amherst is up 2, there's no way with all these penalties that can make Chris Dulce happy, the head coach. Off the draw, Will East to the left point. Stevens fires one, and that ricochet goes way up there into the netting, out of play.
And again, now the thing back with Will East, and again, it's very easy for me to say setting here. Just be patient. Get control of the puck and set something up and get some players in front of that net.
Off the draw, it comes back left point. Stevens on it for Will East, fires a shot, and Page coming across, read the shot beautifully, makes the save, gets another whistle.
And with things like that, that kind of slows the pace of the game down here a little bit as well. So once again, we have a face-off coming here.
Will East wins the draw, goes right through the crease. No one there, though. Tigers from the far side, they're going to ski ramp it up and back out. Gets Will East to grab it inside their own zone. Still another 4.5 to go in that penalty. Meanwhile, the Tigers, it's Como again inside the Will East line, but he gets stood up right at the circle. And now the Flames make their way back across the Amherst line. Right circle, cuts forehand to backhand, plays it to the left circle, working at left point. Stevens cutting in, 1-on-2, cuts to his backhand left circle behind the Amherst net. Flames setting it up again. Stevens just taking it around the world, basically. High slot, fires a shot that got blocked, then trickled back through center, race for the puck, and Will East is able to get there first. Amherst just aggressively forechecking, good penalty killing from the near corner. It's Stevens who finally comes up with it for the Flames. He'll work it ahead up the left side, controlling it across the Amherst line to the high slot, stolen in the left circle, and again sent all the way back down the length of the rink. Still another 3:40 to go on the man advantage, and nearly given away. And now Gray does come up with it for Amherst in the Will East zone. Just does the smart thing and relinquishes control. Will East right to left making their way. They'll curve across the line. Big hit along the far half wall as he got stood up. Opportunity as the puck goes up in the air, and now we get another stoppage of play. with 14:48 to go. But that was a big thunderous check there, Andy.
And I'll tell you, kudos to the guys that Coach Dulce has coming out on the ice for Amherst to kill this penalty. They have been doing a fairly decent job here so far.
Cavallari wins the draw for Willys, but stolen right back by the Tigers. Far side, they'll zip it around the end boards to the near half wall, and now they control, and now it's stolen by the Tigers. They'll zip it all the way down the length of the rink. Right on the goalie, Freiling, who will leave it back behind his own net. Still 3 minutes to go in the man advantage for the Flames. 14:28 to go, second period. 3-1 Amherst to score. It's Willys gaining the line hard from the far half wall, cutting in right circle, stops up, back to the right point, winds and fires, deflected. That got blocked, never made it through the maze of players in front. Amherst gets knocked down, but they clear it out of the zone. The Flames are neutralized from the far side. Cavallari comes away. He'll dart across the line. Right circle for the Flames. Now he'll stop up back to the right point. Comes high slot, fires one deflected right on, save made. Puck loose, and finally Page just covers up on it before that got even more hairy, getting the whistle, and now we got some rough stuff after the fact.
A little pushing and shoving back and forth here. The referees again are stepping in right away between the players, calming them down, sending them back to the respective benches. We're getting line changes here, but Page has been the kind of the settling influence here in goal for Amherst. He with all the penalty killing going on here, he's the guy that kind of calms things down and catches the puck and forces the face-offs.
Zanich wins the draw for Willys to the left point for Stevens to the near corner. Puck still hog-tied there. They're trying to get it free. They're still digging away at it. And now it comes right out in front. They tried to set it up down low but didn't connect. Right point, held across. Left point for Stevens. He'll wind and fire. Save is made. Rebound to the far post. That's chipped away there by the Tigers. And now they'll just fling it back down the length of the ice. Willys there to grab. Still another 2 minutes to go on the man advantage. They'll bring it up ice right to left. It's Nostrand, who already has the Willys goal tonight. He flies across from the right circle. Follow-up shot save made. Rebound loose. As it comes to the high slot, gets wiped out. Now it comes back to the left point. Play carries on. Fed down low to the left circle. Out of the left corner, the Flames stay on it. Working it back. Controlling it again from the half circle. Sharp angle shot goes off something in front. Well wide over top of the goal from the far point. Held in down low. Nostrand loses it to the Tigers, who will send it all the way back down. Goes right on Freiling, who will drop it off for Stevens. Willys right to left, long pass ahead left side. Cavallari can't control it. And now the Tigers again back down. Freiling once more for Stevens, who almost gave it away there. Fumbled the handoff, but the Flames grab it again near side. They'll work it ahead up for Cavallari. Working it middle of the ice. Willys driving from the right circle, making their way. Nice back check, but not out. Left point for Stevens. He'll wind and fire. That one off Cavallari. Second chance is blocked. Now it comes to the near half wall. Flames on it again, controlling it to the right circle. They have it once more far half wall. Still another 44 seconds on the man advantage for the Flames. Right point, winds and fires, and in the butterfly is Page again. Cleared everybody out of there and made the save.
Wow, and I'll tell you, I really have to give special recognition. The Will East is really doing as much as they can do on this power play. I mean, it hasn't been the most effective one, but boy, when they do get it set up, they set it up the right way there. They actually had two players in front of Page, and still he stopped the puck.
Off the draw comes to the far point for Will East. Back across for Stevens. Lassero feeds it across. Oh, and that almost tic-tac-toe went in. Comes to the right circle, back to the left point. Winds and fire, save made. And that almost went in as well. From the left point, it's Stevens fed down low. Threads the needle to the near corner. Controlling. Puck still tied up behind the Amherst net with only another 14 seconds remaining on the 5-minute power play for the Flames. Cavallari from the top of the right circle. High slot, winds and fires, and that goes over top of the net, and I don't think Page knew where that puck was. Comes to the left point. They'll feed it. Comes right out in front. Noah, backhand. That gets blocked. Second opportunity, and that's loose in the crease, and they're digging away at it. Willie said they score. Play carries on. Third opportunity, and it still stayed out. And now a fourth chance, and this is just craziness right now. And finally, we get a whistle, and now the refs get involved, and quite frankly, Randy, I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but I'm not sure that puck went across the net, and if not, how did it not go in?
I do not know, and of course, without really being at that end of the ice, the referees were there. They're saying it was no goal, and I think right now a player for Amherst is getting tossed.
Yeah, it sure appears that way. Looking to see who it is. Looking to see, and it is the number 9 or number 8. It's still hard. I think it's number 9, but we want to be accurate before we. It's hard to see, but as you can see by the angry reaction that it is a player, and indeed it's number 9. Looking to see who that is.
That's
Andrew Fortune, one of their best players, and now he's out of the game. And you could see that Amherst is not happy with that call at all, Randy. Aaron Comu is going to have a word with the referees. He's pleading his case, but it doesn't look like he's going to win, Randy.
It's and the referees are down here in front. I actually think one of the referees took a little pasting in the face. He's rubbing his jaw a little bit there, and he took a little hit himself as he was trying to break up these the fighting that was going on down there.
Well, what a crazy sequence of events. You had one opportunity after another with 11:06 to go, and we're going to step aside.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. Ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
Northtown Center with 11:06 to go in the middle period. 3-1. Amherst is our score, and still trying to make sense of everything that just happened. You had 3 or 4 opportunities. I'm still stunned that puck never found its way across the goal line. And then on top of it, now Amherst is going to have to be shorthanded without one of their best players, Fortune. We said Amherst needed to control their discipline. Well, they haven't exactly done a great job in this period. They took a 5-minute penalty, which they did a good job killing off, and now their best player, Fortune, just got thrown out of the game. I don't think that's what they had in mind.
Absolutely not. And, you know, when you go back through the sequence, I remember the Amherst goalie being on his knees, and he turned around and looked. That's where I thought the puck was behind him. He dove towards it, as did another player. Next thing I know, I thought you and I were going to say that's a score. No, the puck, I believe, went out to, as I'm facing it here, to the left, and that's when all the mayhem started. And that's when.
And now Will East looks like they're having a player go off, and indeed they are. Looking to see who that is. That's number 21. It's Gillian Hamilton.
He's going into the penalty box, so he's still in the game. Fortune is right now out of the game.
It appears gone. He was ejected.
And that is not the player you want to lose who leads your team in scoring. He has 30 points on the season in 17 games now.
And now Amherst has another player skating over to the penalty box.
And that's
to serve the penalty. And that is number 22, Logan Griffin, who's going to be in the box serving the penalty on Fortune.
And he, according to what I'm watching the referee, he's serving 5 minutes. I'm not sure exactly what the Will East is, if he's serving 2, if he's serving 4, or if he's serving 5. I'm not totally sure and won't know until I see it up on the board.
Boy, quite a bit of housekeeping to have to do on this one right now, Randy.
You couldn't pay me enough right now to be a referee in this game. It's really tough, and especially when there's only 2 guys on the ice right now.
One thing, it is 2 minutes on Hamilton for Willie, so he's serving a 2-minute, and a 5-minute appears that Griffin is serving in place of Fortune, who was thrown out of the game. Well, now that all that's settled, we're going to have a face-off coming up just in front of the Amherst blue line. And it is Amherst who wins the draw back inside their own zone from the near corner. Now it's along the left half wall. And now it comes out through center for Jason Gray. Breakaway, cutting in on goal back. Can he put it over top of the net? To the far side, Gray still on it for the Tigers. has it in the left circle, plays it down low left circle, fires one from a sharp angle, and Freiling is there, and he'll cover up. But that was another glorious chance for Gray, who's been really good in this game. Big opportunity, just put it wide, Randy.
And I'll tell you, I think this whole sequence of events right now may have set a fire underneath the Amherst team. They're leading as it is right now, 3-1, but they want to try and increase the score if they can.
Jason Gray wins the draw for Amherst. Back to the right point. Como winds and fires. Glove save made that time by Freiling. He's got it.
And again, Amherst is getting off some good quick shots there, but they've got to get some players up in close, and I know that's getting to be dangerous territory to go through near the goalie in that for either team right now. So we'll have to see what happens on this.
Lysanich loses the draw for Willies to Gray, but he gives it off far side. Now it's played along to the far half wall, and now it is Willies who will play it out of the zone. Lysanich off for Stevens. That's stolen back. Amherst in their own zone. Como feeds it cross ice. Long pass left side. Tried to get it on ahead, but that's broken up by the Flames, and they'll push it back inside the Amherst zone. From the far half wall, the Flames staying on it, being tied up by a Tiger defender. They control it from the far side, working it to the right point. He'll zip it down low. Puck is loose to the far side. Now it's stolen back by Amherst. Potential 2-on-1. Making their way, it's Gray. Left circle. Feeds it in front and chipped and somehow stayed out. Right point held in. Como winds and fires. That goes wide. Comes to the far corner. Willie's finally able to get it out, and now they have a 2-on-1. Right, so winds and fires. Save made Page. He's got it between the pads and a whistle. Back and forth they go, Randy.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you, on that last scoring attempt by Amherst, I have no idea, again, how that puck stayed out, because it was just laying there for somebody to take, and nobody took it, and then it was eventually cleared by a Will East player.
And Cavallari going to take this draw for the Will East Flames, and he wins it clean. Back to the right point. He'll zip it to the far half wall. Stolen back by the Tigers. They'll dart it around the near side boards. Puck still tied up there. Out of the left corner. Stolen back by Amherst. They'll whip it ahead. Cavallari keeps the zone. Plays it to the high slot, broken up. It's the Flames on it again from a sharp bale save made, and the rebound, and Page was able to stay with that one, and we get another stoppage of play.
And right now, Mr. Page in net there for Amherst is the kind of the difference maker right now. He's had to make some big saves for his team to help them keep their 2-goal lead here, and we've still got action going in the penalty boxes here, although we have one player just about ready to come out in about another 12 seconds. For Will East.
It's Cavallari who wins it for the Flames. Has it out of the left corner. Controls, throws it out in front. No one there to bang it home. High slot, that's broken up. And clear it back out to center. So now for Will East, Hamilton is out of the penalty box. The Flames control right to left down the ice. It's Cavallari. He's just zooming his way across the Amherst line. Teoreto backhand goes over top of the net and then wipes out in the left corner boards. Meanwhile, Amherst with the clear. With still another 2:44 to go in the power play. Right to left, it is the Will East Flames who have control. They'll make their way. They'll spin it back. It's stolen by the Tigers, trying to kill off another penalty. It's 5-on-4 for Williamsville East right now. Stevens now plays it far half wall, back across, one-timer, and that got blocked, and I think he partially fanned on it, had half the cage wide open. Right point, Stevens steps into one, save made, rebound loose in the crease, and that's trickled away, and now we're going to have another delayed call, and it looks like it's going to Amherst, I believe. We'll wait and see, because Amherst is the one who touched the puck last, but we'll check. And it does appear it's Amherst going again, and it's a cross-check.
Cross-checking.
And looking to see number 17 for the Tigers, and that is Cole Gilson. So he's going off. It's going to be a 2-minute 5-on-3 here for Willies. You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to get back in this game, Randy, if you're the Flames, to cut the deficit at least to 1.
Absolutely, and so we'll see how effective this is, and just if they take their time here with the patience.
Will East wins the draw. Left point, they control high slot. Stevens feeds it down low and deflects it wide of the open cage to the left corner. It's stolen by the Tigers, sent all the way down. Goaltender Freiling out of his net. He'll leave it back behind for Stevens. Stevens, the lead defenseman, he'll push it on ahead, working his way, winding through center ice, controlling it to the right circle. Stevens, drop pass, now sends it down low, out of the far corner, back to the left point, fed across right circle, steps into a shot, save made, and Amherst with a great defensive play to sweep that rebound. Pass ahead left side for Gray, storming across the Willie's line, fan on the shot in the high slot. He does the smart thing and just cycles with it and now spins it all the way back down deep. Very good penalty killing by Amherst as Willie's trying to regroup again with another minute 5 to go on the 5-on-3. 7:24 to go middle period. Amherst with a 3-1 edge. From the left circle, controlling, cutting it on goal, save made, and then the net goes flying off its moorings, drawing another whistle.
As two players went flying into it. So it was one of those plays where they're taking each other out and they realized they were going to crash into that net. Again, kudos to Jason Gray there on that penalty kill for Amherst. He did a phenomenal job getting a breakaway of all things and then hung on to the puck and then skated it out and then fired it back down again. So good job by them.
And both teams have really shown a willingness to take the puck to the net on the drive. You got to give them credit for that. And even though the penalty, they've done a nice job, has Amherst. Off the draw, comes to the left point, comes to the right circle, winds and fires, got blocked. Now comes to the far corner, Willie staying on it. They'll push it off to the far wall again, out of the right point. Cavallari at the left circle, back across one-timer, and he rockets it wide, and then the rebound caroms as a pinball, but couldn't get it into the empty net. Out of the far corner, it's Willie staying on it again with another 28 remaining in the 5-on-3. Flames staying on it again to the right point. Willie's playing it off right circle. They'll wind and fire, and that goes wide of the far post again. Held in left point. Williamsville grabs it. Comes left point again. They'll step and fire. Save made. Rebound loose. Trickle in the crease, and they couldn't punch it home. Right circle. Another opportunity got blocked. Comes to the left circle, and we get another whistle. And it looks like we might have another call, Randy.
Yeah, and I know who it's going against. It's going to go against Amherst. Absolutely. I saw it when it occurred. I was just waiting for them to call it.
So now
he got a hooking
it's a
call.
Hooking. And for Amherst, the parade to the penalty box continues.
And believe me, Will East was up screaming on that one. They saw it. I saw it happen, and it was definitely a hooking call. And wow,
So they just continue. At this point, I think Amherst, what they're trying to do, and the referee is warning them right now, is it seems like they're not happy with some of these calls. But he's kind of just having a word with one of the players right now.
And it's been, I understand, it's been frustrating. And again, just before that, John, you had described what I thought was going to be the perfect scoring play, and the puck didn't go in the net. And it's just been that kind of night with the way the puck has been bouncing for Will East. They have just not gotten the bounces going their way around that net. And Amherst has just come up with some key saves, some key moves. And again, there's still a lot of talking going on here. I'm guessing right now that for Amherst, number 17, Cole Gilson, who I believe is going to be coming out in 2 seconds, he's just looking for instructions of what they want him to do, if they want him to stay on the ice or if he's to go again straight across to the bench and have another player replace him on the ice.
Yeah, it did seem like there was a chat there. And for Amherst, right now, their strategy seems to be, we'll just leave it to our penalty killing. I mean, we've killed off so many. Usually, you get burned doing that. We said about being more disciplined. Well, you can't really say they have been.
No.
Because they're looking at another 5-on-3. Face-off coming up deep in Amherst territory to the left of Page.
And now the referee has gone to the crowd, and he's tossing one of the fans. And as I understand the ruling is right now, they have to get that fan out of here. Or, believe it or not, if it's an Amherst fan, they will face a penalty if that fan does not leave the stands as the referee
And it's
does.
and this would be not even a self-inflicted one.
No, this
at that point. but I think that they do. There's a lot of commotion going on over there right now.
And the person is leaving. The person is leaving. And they've got a security person over there.
And it looks, though, like that fan is still giving it to the referee who tossed them.
Getting his final, gestures in. And I don't know what's going to happen here, but
I don't know if they're going to award another penalty, or I don't believe so because the fan did leave. Now, he did have to be kind of escorted out, I'd like to point out, but so all of this occurring with 6:23 to go in the second period, 3-1 Amherst our score. But if you're watching this one, and hey, we tell you not to miss a minute of action on WNY Athletics, and this is what we're talking about. We may not have had this in mind coming in, but you know what? Things can always happen, and we're seeing that right now. This is pretty crazy.
This has been incredible, and I was just waiting to see. And the minute I saw the referee point up into the stands, I knew exactly what he was talking about.
Amherst wins the draw in the far corner, reels it back to the left point, and now a long pass up the right side. Controlling it, Como deep in the Will End territory. Controls it one-on-one. Puck still tied up there. Flames finally able to get it free to the far side. Meanwhile, one of the Tigers players is out of the box. They'll make their way across the Amherst line. Right circle, feeds it in for Fan on the shot. Second chance, save made. Rebound, and finally Page just dives on top of it for the whistle. They're coming oh so close, knocking on the door. Meanwhile, another penalty has expired against the Tigers. So now it's just a rather simple 1:32 remaining on the power play for Will East. But they keep knocking on the door. They just can't bust it open.
And it's been tough, and I sense the frustrations for Will East right now. They are frustrated from several different fronts.
Cavallari wins the draw for Stevens. The left point feeds it across. Down low, left corner, throws it out in front. Could not get that one to go. Cavallari back by the net, and the net came off again. And so we're going to get another stoppage of play with 5:40 to go, second period. Amherst by 2.
And right now, I mean, everybody is crowding around that net when the puck is in motion, and you expect that net is going to take a little bit of a jarring and come off its moorings, which is exactly what it did. So we have another face-off going on now to the right of the Amherst goaltender.
And it's Cavallari who wins the draw. Stevens stolen away in the corner, back out high right point, held in by Will East. They'll zip it to the right circle, fed it back across. Stevens winds and fires, and again it's Page getting across. Give him a little bit of credit too. He's reading the shots well, reading the play, gets across and makes the save.
And he has done an outstanding job here for his Amherst team. He is standing as big as any of their goal scorers are tonight.
Off the draw, it's the Flames in the near corner, working it back, left point, now left circle. Stevens firing one, that's turned away. Comes to the right corner, back to the high slot. They'll turn and fire, got blocked. Second shot, Karams, right circle. They'll wind and fire, blocked. Slapper save made with the pad, and it's kicked to the far corner. Puck still loose. They're digging away at it with another 40 seconds to go on the man advantage. And 5 minutes to go here, second period. Right point, Will East steps into a shot. Save made, rebound is tipped wide. Comes to the far corner. Will East there still with the puck. They'll cycle it down low. Back to the left point. Stevens back across left circle, getting the return pass. Tries a backhander in front, did not go. Left corner, back around the end boards it comes. Time for one more chance here on the power play with 15 seconds. Right point, they'll step into one. That got blocked by Como in front. Back to the far half wall, Will East on it again. Comes to the left circle, stolen but not out with 4 seconds in the power play. To the right circle, Will East down low, back to 5 aside. Right out in front, did not connect as the puck was in his skates of Cavallari. Now he'll control it to the left corner. Throwing it back, stolen away by Amherst, and they finally get it out of the zone and back to 5 aside. Big hit at center ice, but now Will East getting a penalty. Now a chance here in the left corner. Feeds it out in front, did not connect. Delayed call, Will East. Sharp angle shot turned away. Left circle, Tigers playing it out high, down low to the left corner. Back to the left point again. They'll step into a shot, bouncing one goes wide of the far post. Left corner. Now they'll play it down low. Again, delayed call to Williston. Finally, we get a whistle and a penalty coming up here to the Flames with 3:42 to go in the second. 3-1 Amherst. So after all that penalty killing, Randy, now it's Amherst's turn to go on the power play.
I can't believe you're calling another penalty here. Wow. No. It's been amazing. It's just been amazing. Looks like interference on that particular play, and now Amherst has got to see if they can do something on their power play.
It's going to go to Michael Stevens, so he goes off for 2 minutes. Willis wins the draw, held in right point by the Tigers, feeds it down low. Oh, and that zigzags, and now we have another delayed call coming up here in the left circle, and let's see. Check that, it's an offsides call. Amherst is complaining. They're saying they thought they kept it on, and instead it's not. So for the Flames, tough break there, Randy.
Absolutely. It's definitely. It's the story of their evening here so far. They can't catch a break at the other end, and now they're not catching breaks down here, so we'll see what happens here.
With all the penalty whistles, it's hard to see, but there's other reasons, and in that case it was just an offside. But at this point, Gray going to take the draw for the Tigers. Playing it, it's broken up by Willis. They'll play it ahead straight up the middle of the ice. Stolen back goes right in on the goaltender. Page will push it off to the far side, and they'll control, working it on ahead. It's the Tigers across the Willis line to the high slot. Overskates the puck, Flames steal, and they'll send it back down the length of the rink. Tigers there to control behind their own net with 3:10 to go middle period, and 3-1 our score. Amherst with the lead, and still another minute 20 man advantage. Gray cutting in, Willis line right circle in on goal, backhand, what a save that time. Tried to throw it in off the goalie, but he made the save again, and now we get a whistle as the net comes flying off. That was 2 massive saves there, but Gray has been flying all over the ice tonight for Amherst so far, Randy.
Absolutely, and no question he has really done a yeoman's job here for Amherst. He's been doing all aspects of the game, doing it very well.
Off this draw, it goes right in on Freiling, and again he's just going to cover up, even though that only took about 2 seconds. Sometimes the best play is the simplest one, just cover it up.
And we just have to remind viewers, it's true, we're only in the second period yet here. It's 2:54 remaining here to go yet.
Off the draw, left point, fed back across, right circle, fed high slot, turnaround shot. That got blocked in front, second chance, tried to chip it home, couldn't do so. Back to the left point, held in by Como, to the far half wall. Tigers deep in Willie's territory, off to the right point, left to right down the ice, back to the high slot, controlling, looks, now they'll set up shop to the left circle, throws one right through the crease, no one there, and it's trudged to the line, not out, and now it comes out over. Tigers on the regroup, still another 40 seconds to go, man advantage, 2:18 to go in the second, and it's an Amherst 2-goal lead. Tigers from left to right will start again. Como will play it up ahead, working his way across the Willis line. Crispin out of the left circle, taking it back behind the net. He'll stop up from the right half wall, working it around, still taking it himself, left circle on the backhand, threw it in front, did not connect. Now an opportunity comes right in front, whirled around, but the shot goes well wide of the far post. Meanwhile, a Tigers player goes flying into the far half wall. Doesn't matter, Willis, long pass, that breakaway, look out, Cavallari on goal, score! Short-handed Cavallari just drove down the net. A beautiful move to cut it to the backhand, flips it home, top shelf, and we got a 1-goal game, Randy. 1:41 to go in the second. It's now 3-2 Amherst. What a play, what a goal, what a finish.
It was amazing to say the least, because I was almost ready to say I thought I was going to hear a whistle, because I really thought when he grabbed that puck with his glove and knocked it down, I thought for sure there was going to be something of grabbing the puck, whatever. But nothing was called. Clear breakaway, and we have a 3-2 game with 1:40 remaining here in the second period.
We got a hockey game, folks, as Willis wins the draw. They'll spin it far side of the Amherst zone, out of the far corner, playing along, stolen back by Willis in the right circle. Now it's taken again by the Tigers, playing it up the near wing, held in at the left point. Flames grab it again, spun off, stolen back, and not out, and now it comes out over the line. It's the Tigers. They get back checked by Cavallari. Cavallari going to push it down deep into Tigers territory. He'll roll it along to the near half wall. It's stud back to the left point by Will East. Will East throws it across, but that's stolen back again by the Tigers with inside a minute to go, second period action. It's Amherst 3, Will East 2. And now nearly given away behind the Will East net, comes to right to out in front, and now it's overskated, held in by the Tigers. High slot left throw, fires one that started wide of the far post. It's the Flames who will glide it off the far glass, back out through center. Tigers there to grab it inside their own end with 36 seconds to play, second period. Tigers with a pass ahead up the right side for Gray, but did not connect, and this will be an icing call. What a second period here, Randy.
It's had just about everything in it. If you're not excited after this game,
do you have a pulse?
Yes, that's. I guess that would be the response. No question about it. It's been a little bit of everything. You've had teams playing shorthanded. You've had teams on power plays.
Fan thrown out. Cavallari wins the draw back to the high slot. Stolen back by the Tigers. Pass ahead. Collision inside the Will East blue line. Play carries on. Flames near side of their own zone. Long pass ahead up the middle. Working it across the Amherst line right. So firing a shot. Goes off the skate. Plops straight up in the air and goes right into the netting and out of play for another whistle.
And again, you're seeing total action here. There's still 13.6 seconds left in this period. And something tells me that these guys are going to play right down to the last second here to get on a shot on goal if they can.
Cavallari wins the draw, comes to the high slot, deflected away to the near half wall. There's played down low, out of the left corner, controlling it again back behind the Amherst net from the far side. Now right point, steps into a shot, save made just as the buzzer goes, and we have reached the end of the second period of play. And boy, just end-to-end action. This has been a really good game, and that was a very good, albeit interesting second period to say the least, Randy.
Interesting is the best word for it, no question about it. And again, these players play right down to the last second.
So that's going to do it for our coverage in the second period. After 2 periods of play, our score, Amherst 3, Williamsville East 2. Second intermission coming up next. Stay tuned for the grand finale, the grand conclusion of the third, after a break right here on WNY Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Does he do car? Forget about it. How about home? Forget about it. Does he get good rates? Forget about it. And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy? Forget about it. Oh, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny. Oh, well,
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Does he do car? Forget about it. How about home? Forget about it. Does he get good rates? Forget about it. And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy? Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Welcome you back here to Northtown Center, getting ready for a third period action. Our score 3-2, Amherst leading the Williamsville East Flames, and along with Randy Schultz, I'm John Karuba. And you know, we like to try to recap what happened when we enter the third, but right now, even with all the goals and excitement, I'm not sure if the bigger story is that or all the penalties and fireworks that went on in that second period.
I think it's a little bit of each. This has been a game that has given the fans everything you want to see in hockey. You had power play goals. You've had breakaways. You've had scrums. You've had fights. You've had a player thrown out. You've had a fan thrown out. You've had some outstanding goaltending at both ends of the ice. You've had power play goals. You've had lots of penalties. So this game is far from over. It is 3-2 Amherst, and believe me, Williamsville, I'm sure, is fired out. The big thing for Amherst right now, unfortunately for them, the player that got tossed out of the game was Andrew Fortune, who just happens to be their leading scorer. 20 goals, 30 assists on the season, or 30 points on the season. And so they're going to be playing without this guy in the third period. But the fact remains now, I'm sure both coaches have talked to their teams. The big thing, and I know it sounds so simple here, and I don't know, I think I must have cursed or whatever the team that when I said it in the beginning of the second period. They can't take penalties. Well, wow, that was the wrong thing to say, because they just took penalty after penalty after penalty. So these teams have got to be a little bit more disciplined, but they're getting their scoring chances. That's the big thing at both ends. So it's going to be great. It's going to be interesting, and we've got ourselves quite a hockey game here coming up here with the third period just getting ready to go in about 20 seconds.
One last thing quickly, Coach Schultz, is as far as Amherst goes, yes, both have been undisciplined, but especially the Tigers. Like, what do you say to them? I mean, you got to tell them to play disciplined, but, I mean, they've really struggled with that. I mean, it's going to be a challenge for them, but we're set for a great third period. 3-2 our score, and it's in favor of Amherst. Here we go, folks. Third period about set. What does this next chapter have written? We're going to find out. And Cavallari wins the draw for Will East, stolen away by Como for Amherst. From the far side, he'll dump it in. Will East controls back behind their own net. Takes a big hit in the near side corner. Play carries on. Cavallari pass ahead. Left circle. Fires one. Kick save made. And now it's controlled back through center ice where Will East is there to collect it. Controlling it. Scalioni going to play it up the left wing. He'll send it around the end boards. Comes to the near side half wall. Scalioni trying to hold the line. Plays it off Cavallari out of the high slot. He'll turn and fire. Save is made. Rebound loose. Webber net score! And that is Cavallari, his second of the night. And with 16:22 to go in the third, the puck pinballed. He fired it into the empty net. We're tied at 3. Back to square one, Randy. All tied up.
Well, for Caden Cavallari, that is goal number 16 on the year, along with 19 assists. That gives him 35 points in just 19 games. And I'll tell you, this young man has taken his team and put it on his back to carry it, to bring him back into this game 3-3.
Tigers from the near side playing on ahead, working across the Will East line to the far side. Now it's the Flames there to take it behind their net. They'll control it. Playing it up the far wing, backhands it out to center. Tigers there to grab Como, gonna flip it on ahead, comes to the high slot, and that's overskated past there. Oh, knee hit at center, pass ahead, and a penalty coming up here it looks like, and yes, a tripping call coming up, and it looks like it's going to Amherst, and it is. Another penalty. They are just not keeping out of the box, and now he just slammed the thing. And he's been warned about that before. That'll be interesting. The Tigers have been warned about that. Hopefully this doesn't turn into a double minor.
And that was Eric Goodsdick who took the penalty for Amherst on that one. And again, they're facing another power play here of Will East.
And it's Amherst who chips it out, pass down the left wing, fight for it between Crispin, and it's Will East who comes away with the puck. Played up the far side, one-on-one, spins off. Taking it again, it is Stevens for Will East from left to right. He'll make his way out the center, galloping his way across the line, seamlessly to the left circle. Has it for the Flames, stops up, working his way from the left half wall. Back to the right point for Stevens. Cross ice again, gets the return pass. Fed down low left circle. Flames back across and off skate in front. All alone, and what a big stop by Page in tight. That was a point-blank shot and a big-time save there, Randy, keeping this thing tied at 3.
That was Zach Jacobson. He was right on the doorstep, standing right in front when that puck dropped in front of him. He got another shot off, and again, a tremendous save here. And this game is still 3-3. Minute 21 left in the penalty.
Cavallari wins the draw, right point. Now they'll cycle it down low to the near side corner. It's pushed along to the left half wall. Cavallari back out high right point. Flames going to wind and fire deflected, and that's turned away to the near side again. Cavallari pushes it down low. Flames setting up shop, high slot. Fan on the shot, cleared to center. Potential breakaway, and it's Will East with a nice play, and now he gets grabbed. Wanting a call, but it looks like it's carrying on. The Flames finally get it with another 46 seconds remaining, and the man advantage from left to right. Stevens, coast to coast across the Amherst line from the right circle, gets rubbed off the play. However, Cavallari recovers for the Flames. High slot, winds and fires. That's whistled wide. Comes to the near corner. Cavallari staying on it. Cycled down low. Waiting for someone back out high for Stevens. Right point, winds and fires. Goes off a stick in front. Bounces harmlessly to the far corner. Back out left point. Down low to the left half wall, and then played it back, but they could not handle the return pass. Back out to center. Stevens there to grab it for the Flames, left to right down the ice. He'll play it ahead, back to the left point with 8 seconds on the power play. High slot, firing one, goes off a skate in front wide. Back to the left corner with only 2 seconds. Now we're back to 5 aside. Stevens down low to the near corner. Cavallari, 1-on-2, back to the left point, but we get a whistle here. With 13:49 to go, and
we got another penalty.
Yeah, and it looks like, is it too many men on the ice? Let's just see.
No.
Let's see. And it's going to number 21. That's Julian Hamilton. So Hamilton is going off again, his second penalty, and it's going to be a slash is the call. So now Amherst gets another chance on the power play to try to reclaim control.
And I'll tell you, these referees have really got their hands full here tonight. No matter what they call, no matter what happens, they are not right on this, according to all the experts.
Not a popular night for the refs, as it is Amherst who wins the draw. Back to the left point, feeds it back cross ice, right half wall. Out high slot, fires the shot, gets blocked. Held in at the right point. Tigers keeping it in the zone. They'll control. Back to the left circle. Working it out high, Crispin right so fires a wrister. That gets blocked. Second chance in front. Low slot. And Will East lifts it all the way back down the length of the rink. Tigers there to retrieve inside their own zone. Still another minute 20 to go. Man advantage 13-10 to go regulation. All tied up at 3. Amherst and Will East. Tigers back inside the Flame zone to the high slot. Will East on the steal, and they'll fire it back down. So good penalty killing, and now a race for the puck. Flames get their first. Sharp angle shot is blocked, and the Amherst Tigers make their way to center. They'll storm back, bouncing a pass along the left wing. Controls from the left side, try to throw it in front. That'll be back checked away. Still trying to work it down low. Pitching it along. Puck tied up with 50 seconds to go on the man advantage. They're still trying to dig away at it. Finally, they get it free. Comes to the high slot, but the Flames will take care of this. Playing it up for Cavallari, doing the smart thing, just cycling and rotating with it in his own zone. Now he'll make his way. He just keeps skating in circles as he has his zone out with 30 seconds left. Very good penalty killing. Now Cavallari takes a bump, but he drinks it off. Now it's relinquished to the near corner. Long pass right side, and they dump it down the rest of the ice. It's Amherst there to grab it again. They'll make their way. They get stood up in the neutral zone with only 15 seconds to go in the man advantage. Tigers inside their own end. Going to work it on a head up the left side for Como. He'll chip it inside the Willie zone, but we get a whistle, and I think that may have been an offside.
And that faceoff, I believe, is going to come back all the way down to the other end of the ice in the Amherst end, and they will have the faceoff just to the right of the Amherst goal. It's 3-3 here, 11:54 remaining, just 6 seconds remaining in the penalty to Will East.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Schultz off the draw, comes high slot, got a backhand shot that goes off the skate. Now it's taken away in the far corner, stolen back, and now Amherst will clear to center ice. Puck tied up there, and now the Tigers will play a far corner. Meanwhile, Freiling will play it back into the left corner. And now a big hit there, a thunderous hit. Will East comes up with it, playing it up the right side. Stolen back by Amherst. They'll play it ahead up the middle. Tigers get stood up at the blue line. Will East from left to right, making their way across the Amherst line to the right circle. He'll stop up, back to 5-a-side. We're at even strength. Right point, Flames step into a shot as that's deflected, although that's a high step, but play carries on out of the right corner. Willies can't control the handle, and the Tigers with the steal, they'll bank it back out to neutral ice. From the far side, the Flames on it again, works it ahead up the middle, controls left circle, controls to the backhand, tried to throw it in front, loose in the crease, and that almost slid in as an own goal, but the Tigers get it out of there. Pass up the left wing, deflects it down deep. Freiling out of his net for the Flames. He'll wheel it ahead up the middle, pass up the right side, stretch as he hits the Amherst line, takes a bump but dumps it off deep, back behind the Tigers net. From the far side, Amherst will play it ahead, stolen back by Stevens. Flames control, and they'll tap it inside the Amherst blue line. Tigers with control, working it ahead, played up the middle, stolen back again. Scaglione controls, right circle, try to throw one towards the goal, goes over top to the far side. The Flames stay on the puck 1-on-2. They'll work it back, goes around the end boards to the near side for the Tigers, takes a bump, but he continues. Puck remains tied up deep in Amherst territory. Inside 10 minutes to play, tied at 3, and then the puck goes right in on the goaltender Page, who will cover up for a whistle.
And again, Will East continues to put pressure on Amherst here with 10 minutes remaining here in the third period with the score tied 3-3. They continually put on some pressure here. Amherst has got to get control of the puck here to get it back down to the other end if they can.
Off the draw right point, Stevens with a seeing eye shot, but again, Page was able to see it all the way, hangs on, no rebound, and gets the whistle. Good job by him. As it'll be Roche to take the draw for Will East from the near side corner, stolen back by the Tigers. They'll wheel it off the far side. Como can't clear, held in left point by the Flames. Now Amherst will knock it out to center, working their way across the Will East line, driving to the right circle, loses control, and a pile up to the far side. Flames take it back, 2-on-2, rushing coast to coast across the Amherst line, taking it to the left corner, working it back behind the Amherst net. That's stolen back again by the Tigers. Played to the line, not out. Stevens with a pinch, and he juggled in, and that time he couldn't keep it in. We get a whistle for an offside.
He couldn't keep it in on the across from not hitting across the blue line there, so it'll force the face-off, and the face-off will come basically right in front of us here at the red circle, just outside the blue line.
Cavallari to take this draw for the Williamsville East Flames. And he wins it straight into the Amherst zone. But from the far side, Tigers still. Cavallari picks his pocket. Left circle winds up and fires. That goes off a skate. Goes right up into the ceiling again. Out of play. And the one thing is that at least it seems like things have settled down now as far as all the stuff we had in the second period. Now they're getting back to action.
And I've noticed that especially when there's some action right around the goaltenders, cooler heads are seemingly to prevail here in this in those situations.
Cavallari wins the draw for the Flames, throws it right in front, but there was no one there. Tigers there to steal in the near corner, working it back from the far side, up the middle, given away as Roche whacked it back into the near corner. Tigers grab control, they'll steer it back around. Amherst there to grab, and on the backhand, not out, as the Flames keep it in to the far right half wall, and now Amherst will play it and finally bounces off the stick of Cavallari and out to center ice. Flames will play it just inside the Amherst blue line. He'll play it ahead. Cavallari takes it back again, flying across the Amherst line, cutting in, trying to dance his way in on goal, but that's stolen on the back check by Amherst, and they'll clear it out. They'll make their way. It's the Tigers driving in right circle. Gets mixed up there on the left side. Taken now. Play carries on. Comes right out in front. Stolen back by the Flames. A saucer pass darted across the ice, and the Flames come up with it. Cavallari onside across the Amherst line. High slot. Sidesteps the defender. Left circle. Threw it in front, but that got blocked away. And then they collide in the far side of the Amherst zone. Meanwhile, Tigers with the long entry pass right side. Stevens there to take it away, though, for Will East, but not out of his own zone. Amherst playing it off, far half wall. Williamsville East back behind their own net with 7:50 to go regulation, tied up at 3. Will East left to right. They'll make their way, darting across the Amherst line, high slot, cuts left circle, back check nicely on the play by the Tigers, who will push their way through center now on the counterattack to the high slot, getting it to the left circle, but stolen back by Lazanich, who will work his way across the Amherst line left circle, cuts to his backhand, stops up from the far corner, throws it in front, had someone camped in front, right point goes well wide of the net, right in front, try to bank shot, save made, puck was loose there, comes to the right circle, again try to throw it across, but it's blocked. Great defensive play by Amherst, and they'll make their way to center and then push the rest of the way in on the goalie Freiling from the far side. Willie's there to grab. They'll make their way. Scallione working coast to coast for Willie's left to right, and he'll push it down deep. Tigers there to grab behind their own net. Inside 7 minutes to go here, third period. Tied at 3 as it comes back out to center. And for the Flames, they'll grab control. It's Roche across the Amherst line left to right. Playing it off to the left circle. Tigers on the steal. They have it inside their own zone. Como going to play it off the near side. Back out and a long stretch pass left wing. Did not connect. Not far enough for icing. And a hit there deep in the zone, but play carries on. Pass comes out to center. Como will send it right back in on Freiling. And it looks like we might have a delayed call coming up here. Meanwhile, controlling it, it's Will East. Will East from left to right. Or check that, it was a delayed offside. They'll make their way across the Amherst line, fires a shot, and that's rocketed over top of the goal and wide. Comes to the right point. It's stolen away in the high slot by the Tigers. They'll make their way right to left. Amherst gets a bump just in front of the Willys blue line. Now they have it again, gets stood up, but gives it off to the left corner. Tigers staying on it. Amherst has Willys hemmed in. Sharp angle shot, that's turned away. Comes to the far corner. They're still digging away at it. Comes to the high slot. Stolen back. Now they have it again. Right circle. Cuts in. Backhand. Score! What an individual effort got around it. Somehow was able to slide it by Freiling. And with 5:41 to go, Amherst retakes the lead 4-3. What a big, big goal there, Randy.
Big is not necessarily the word for it, but it's put Amherst up.
Ginormous.
That's really what it boils down to. But this game is far from over yet. All of a sudden now we had a 4 or 5 minute period here where these teams were going from end to end, end to end, end to end, and this results now in a goal, a big goal.
And off this draw, it's the Tigers who win control again. Playing it to the far side. Tigers back behind the Willys cage. Flames there to get it. Plays it off the far wing up the middle for Cavallari. Working it on ahead. High slot. Winds and fires. Save made. Rebound in the left circle. Stolen back by Amherst. Right to left they come. Tigers going to push it deep with 5:20 to go in regulation. 4-3 our score for Amherst. Right point. Winds and fires. Big save by Freiling. Turns it away near corner. And now Willys will clear it back out. Tigers there to grab. They'll push it just inside the Willys blue line. It's Stevens from left to right down the ice. They'll work it up the middle. Deflected by Scalione. Deep in Amherst territory. And that one went high off the boards. Thought it was going out of play. Willys has it again. The right side fires one, and that's rocketed well wide of the far corner. Willys there to grab again. They'll push their way inside the Amherst line. They'll have it, and Cavallari touches up, but we get a whistle here with 4:39 to go in the third, and Amherst up by 1.
And that was a offsides call there, so the face-off is going to come over the blue line and the red circle. And yes, you've got Amherst up 4-3, 4:39 remaining here in the third period.
Lysanich wins the draw for the Flames. He'll push it down deep. Stuffed it in the near side corner. Flames control it. Bring one-on-one. Out of the retro. Threw it in front, but that's stolen back by Amherst. They'll work their way right to left. Try to dump it right in on the goalie Freiling. But it's stolen back far side. Stolen back again by Williamsville East. Back behind the net. Still trying to fight for it. Comes in front. Tigers have it backhanded towards the goal. That got blocked as it comes behind the Willys net. They still have it again. Tigers really putting the pressure on in the Willys zone. They still have it deep in Willys territory, putting the pressure on. Out of the left corner, threw it in front, but that's stolen back by the Flames. They'll give a long pass left side, did not connect, and it is the Tigers on the steal. Playing it back at the right point, held in. Amherst, now it comes out over the line as Amherst was able to clear their line. But Lysanich right back on it again for Willys. He gets back checked. Amherst working his way over the Willys line. Left circle gets knocked down off the play, no call. Willys makes their way back out through center, pushing over the Amherst blue line, and now Willys has to tag up on a delayed offside. Meanwhile, Amherst going to push it ahead up the far wing, and now back out to center. Willys down the steal. They'll work their way ahead. Tigers pick it off right in neutral ice, going to scoop it right in on the goalie Freiling, and right there, that's a smart play, Randy. You saw Carney coming right for him, full steam ahead like a locomotive, decided to just cover up.
And it's a good move, and now we're starting to move into some real strategic time here. There's 3:12 remaining here. Amherst is up 4-3. When, if needed, will Williamsville pull their goalie and go with the sixth attacker? We'll just have to wait and see on that one as the clock starts ticking down here, because time is going to become of the importance.
And it's Tresco who wins the draw for Amherst. Sharp angle shot turned away. Tresco on it again, left corner, throws it down in front. That's whacked away at. Comes to the left half wall. Now fed to the right corner. Tigers staying on the puck. Whitley steals it, but it's held in right point. Turns and fires. That was Como, but it goes wide. Puck still tied up behind the Willys net. And now we do have a delayed call coming up, and in fact, it's going against Amherst. Cavallari sidesteps two defenders. Nice move as he hit the blue line, but he lost control, and now another costly penalty. It's going against Amherst. we've said about the discipline, and not a good penalty to take right here, Randy, this late protecting a lead.
Well, no, and I saw where the penalty took place, and two players were going up against each other. They were trying to muscle, and the puck had popped loose. It was just the two of them there, and as it turned out, the Amherst player deposited the Will East player onto the ice, and apparently that was in the ref's eyes, and he was right there. He was within 10 feet of those two players, and
that's number 23, Loic Fisher, who's going off on the penalty. As our score, it's 4-3 in favor of Amherst with 2:43 to go, but a golden chance to try to get the equalizer here, Randy, maybe force overtime.
And the Amherst coach wanted an explanation from the referee on that call. He got it, and they're going to have the face-off now.
Cavallari wins the draw, high point, winds in for score! Right off the face-off, they just wire it home, and the lack of discipline, we said, Randy, eventually you're playing with fire, and it just came back to harm them with 2:38 to go in the third. We are tied again, this time at 4.
And in defense of the referees, the last thing a referee wants to do is be involved in a situation like this, where he had to make the call. He made the call, and now they've scored a power play goal, and we've got ourselves a 4-4 tie here with 2:36 remaining.
Crispin wins the draw for Amherst. He'll push it back inside his own zone for Como, working it ahead up the left wing. It's Willie's there to grab it. He has it behind the Flames net. Stevens working it back around for Cavallari. Cavallari making his way, working it straight up the middle from left to right down the ice. Flames sidestep a hit, get across the Amherst blue line. They're going to make their way. 1-on-2, still controlling, comes right for score! From a sharp angle, they walked out from the right corner, and I think that just surprised Page totally. Beat him low to the right corner, and with 2:05 to go, boy, oh boy, has this game turned. Now 5-4, Williamsville East with their first lead of the night. 2:05 to go in the third. What a game.
You took the words right out of my mouth. This is the first time Will East has led in the entire game, and it was with 2:05 remaining. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. This game has had a little bit of everything in it.
Lysanich wins the draw, but Amherst takes control, far side of their own zone, working it ahead. Now they'll punch it down deep into Willie's territory, but the game not over. Still 2 minutes left to play. Right point Gray with the keep in, back around the end boards to the near corner. Puck still tied up, and now the Flames will play it ahead up the right side and did not connect. Icing will be the call, and again, Randy, even though it seems like Will East has this, certainly far from over with 1:43 left.
And you really got to just look at this whole game and just shake your head and see what both teams have done on the ice here. It's just been absolutely amazing.
And now it's a timeout, it looks like.
And I'm guessing Amherst took that, and we'll take a break here right now.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. Ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
And back here at Northtown Center with 1:43 to go regulation. Along with Randy Schultz, I'm John Karuba. 5-4 Williamsville East. It was a game Amherst had led wire to wire, leading by as much as 2-0 and 3-1, and then 4-3. But Will East with the never say die attitude combined with the undisciplinedness of Amherst left the door open, and Will East has taken advantage. And we should be in store for a very fun 1:43, Randy.
Absolutely. And with 1:43, it definitely looks like Amherst has gone with the sixth attacker. They're going to leave their net empty, and they're going to try and see if they can tie this game up here and send it into overtime. The face-off is going to be in the Will East end of the ice, so it's a strategic move to make. It's always the risky one, but we'll see who gets this face-off down here. Amherst has got to get the face-off if they expect to get control of this puck. This is a huge face-off coming.
Lysanich to take it for Will East, but it's Amherst who had control, although it's back checked by Will East. Empty net, pushing it ahead, right circle, although it's the Tigers who get back first. Loses control in the far corner. However, Amherst still has control. Now not. Will East with a shot towards the empty net off the giveaway, but it goes wide. Held in along the right half wall. And now Como out to center for the Tigers. Darts in along. Stevens there for Will East. He'll bounce it all the way back down. Bouncing at the skates of a Tigers player, but he'll push it ahead. Out through center. Stevens at the blue line again, floats it towards the empty net. That's going to go well wide from the near side, and we get a whistle. Is that an icing, or was it played?
I thought it was going to be an icing, but I think the referee went.
Maybe it may have been a high stick. That might have been, and now he just signaled that. So it appears that's why play stopped with 1:04 to go in the third. 5-4 Will East.
So it's forcing Amherst to put their goaltender back in.
Page.
With 1:04. And Page is coming back in there.
Cavallari against Gray on the draw. Cavallari with 2 goals tonight comes to the high slot for Will East. Right point feeds it across in a hand pass, it looks like. Left circle, but we have a whistle.
I believe you were correct on the call. It was a hand pass. And again, I'm a little confused.
I don't know if
on
they
some
said
of
when he
these
kept
calls.
it in, and then I'm not sure either, but 61 seconds remaining in the third, and now this face-off coming all the way back down to the Will East end, and that's costing because now Page can go right back out of the net again. And off this draw comes to the near side corner. Will East going to try another long shot towards the net. That's going to go well wide and come back for an icing. So clock stop now with 56 seconds left. Heart-pounding moments here, Coach Schultz.
Well, if I'm Will East, I would try and get control of the puck, but just get it over the blue line or get it over the red line. Don't try and keep going with the long home run pass here and see if they can get it into an empty net.
Como wins the draw left circle. Turnaround shot goes well wide. Held in at the far point. Amherst going to scoop it down low. Cavallari there to grab it for the Flames out of the far corner. And now Will East again going to send a long way down the ice near side. Did not connect. And yet another icing with 42 seconds left to play in regulation.
So this game again is far from over here. Now the face-off will come in the circle to the left of the Will East net, quite a distance out, and there we go.
Gray is going to take the draw for Amherst, but it's Will East who wins it. They're going to float a saucer towards the empty net and just missed the far post by mere inches. And again, we're going to have another icing with 35.5 to go.
And again, that's why I'm here in the press box and not down on the ice, but I would have just tried to float the pass high into the air and just get it over that red line. Kill the time. Here they only killed about 7 seconds.
Another face-off deep in Will East territory. And off the draw, right point, Amherst wins control. Como left point, he'll wind and fire. That's blocked away. Cavallari going for the hat trick, slowly rolling in. He just gets back to prevent it by Amherst. What hustle that time, right to left. It's Gray across the Will East line with 15 seconds left in the far corner of the Will East zone. Stevens off for Cavallari. Big hit in the corner, comes right in front. Back to the left side. Como turns and fires one towards Freiling, and he hangs on to it. Far post 3.5 to go. Meanwhile, an Amherst player is shaken up. He took a pretty big hit in that near corner, and so we may have a little bit of a stoppage here, and that's Gray, but now it looks like he's back up on his feet, so that's good to see, because that was it looked a little bit worrisome there for a second.
And again, the face-off is going to come with 3.5 seconds, this time to the right of the Will East net.
Como to take this draw for Amherst against Cavallari with 3 seconds left. Play to the near corner with 2 seconds and 1. And the horn goes, and there's your hockey game. And in one of probably the games of the year and probably most likely a comeback win of the year for Williamsville East. They pull off the upset. Your final score, Williamsville East Flames 5 and the Amherst Tigers 4. That was a heck of a hockey game too, Randy. You got to give both teams credit.
Absolutely. This is one that we weren't going to know the winner of this game until the buzzer went off. And it actually went right down to the wire. So once again, a good hard-fought game between both teams. Well-earned Williamsville East victory tonight. Hard break for Amherst.
And before we wrap things up here, there's so many players you could choose. My candidate for player of the game would be Caden Cavallari. He had 2 goals, and he was huge all over the ice for them all night, including in the final seconds. That's my candidate. Who impressed you tonight,
No
Coach?
argument from me on that one. That he was all over the ice on that, not only killing penalties but scoring goals as well.
And with that, we're going to wrap things up here on our doubleheader from Northtown Center. So for our entire production crew, Tim Gardner and Russ Battaglia and Francis Beck, and of course, a good Coach Randy Schultz, I'm John Kruba. Thank you so much for tuning in to both games here. Once again, your final score, Williamsville East Flames 5 and the Amherst Tigers 4. For everybody, thanks for tuning in. You've been watching Western New York High School Hockey on WNY Athletics. Have a great night, everybody.
The most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.